Hi, Assalamualaikum, and hello, everybody. We meet again today in our episode 4 in this premiere season with me, Money Talk, with the hashtag Stay Calm, Don't Rush, Make a Plan, Feel the Hush. We won't be feeling hush today because we have Become here with me. So in this very special episode for me, I have here my my I would say my friend for when we are both together in the UK, when we are struggling together in the UK when our youngsters. Okay, Miss Mahisara Sunny here. We call her by Mai. She was actually a chartered surveyor when I met her in early 2000 in London when I was the audit junior, and she was a chartered surveyor in the construction sector in the London, I think in the UK. So, and then both of us coming back. I think she come back earlier, 1 year earlier than me in 2010, and joined the food manufacturing, right? Food manufacturing as a GM, then promoted to managing director. Uh, excuse me. Okay, this is a product that she found Deja Vu, right? Deja Vu is your first product, and this is become the second product, which is intrigued me. We'll talk about this later, which is a biscuit, nutritious yet delicious, ready to meet snack for people on the go like me when we had barely time to eat. But this one is nutritious enough. It actually jive with our topic today, which is with the coffee. Yeah, 18 ringgit coffee. Is it actually a self-care, self-care, or is it overspending? 18 ringgit coffee. So before that, welcome to our podcast. Thank you for coming, yeah?
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, oh yeah, people, my friend call me Wah, just for your information, okay? Wah. Okay. So, Mai, thanks for coming. It was a pleasure. Why do I actually invite Mai to be in this very episode? Because both of us we grow up, I think, in our youngs together, all right. When we are both working and struggling in the UK, I mean, there's a time where we just want to eat, when we want to drink luxury, foods. A coffee that 18 ringgit and above, or in UK I would say £5. That's a coffee that we buy recently. So we're gonna touch three things about emotionally spending. First, is there any psychology behind it? Because I think recently you have been focusing on, I would say, mental health. Yeah. So you are more on mental health. So I think it's a timely to discuss this further. All right. So first we're gonna talk about psychology. Then what's the difference between self-care versus financial avoidance? Is it a self-care, or is it just financial avoidance? Something that we will discuss further. And is it okay to enjoy life with our money? I think it's subject. So with that, don't forget to subscribe to our Spotify and YouTube, and also follow our LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, and IG. So, my Sarasani.
Yes, I'm very scared now.
When we call full name macam okay. Let me read some calculations here. 18 ringgit per day equal to 500 ringgit per month if we drink 1 cup of coffee per day. Correct? So is it something that I don't know, is it something that is not really is it something that it need that coffee, that 1 cup of coffee?
I think if you want to put a value to coffee lah, kan? Some people take it for taste, some people take it for status. Okay, 18 ringgit is on the higher status kind of coffee. You can find a 7-8 ringgit coffee sebenarnya. So what are you doing? Why you
peer pressure, another thing.
To peer pressure. So I think spending on high value things or high price things, I don't once in a while I don't think it's overspending, but if it becomes a habit, I think there is something there on social comparison or just particularly taste. Sebab kalau coffee ni is temporary boost of energy.
Correct.
That's all it does for me. So unless the whole intention is to show what coffee you're having,
no.
then it becomes a social comparison. Bagi I lah.
Because this just my experience. And sometimes if I'm stuck with some ideas, I'm a bit emotional on the day. I just want to just go down and buy something, something, not necessarily a coffee. The coffee that I put here is just a metaphor that we need to spend ourselves on unnecessary things.
I'll give you an example lah.
Correct.
Wow. Okay, so like I said, coffee dia banyak harga kan. So we're talking about coffee, just coffee, okay? So near my house, there are 3 different prices for coffee.
Okay.
There is-
Can we name the brand? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay.
There's 3 different types.
Yes.
There is the 17 ringgit one.
Yep.
There is the 12 ringgit one, and then there is the 8 ringgit one. The 8 ringgit one, I have to drive. The mina is about 12. Is about 5 ringgit to get to that coffee.
Okay.
Okay. But I go to the 7 ringgit one, although it cost me 5 ringgit to get there, I still go there because I think spending a lot is a habitual thing, and I don't want to teach myself that. I don't want to teach. I want to teach myself that to go and get something cheap, you have to go the distance, or to go and get something of value lah. Jangan cakap cheap. Kalau tak sedap, tak payahlah drive ke sana RM5 tu. Kan?
Correct.
But for me, like,
coffee is coffee, some people say.
Some people say that macam, you know, I sit there and have an 18 ringgit coffee. After that, I feel stressed for what?
Correct. There's
So,
a lot of coffee brand is coming up. I think there's a recent one from China as well.
Yeah, so many options that you have a lot of options, but it depends. If money is not an issue, if you can claim for that coffee, go ahead. If your office is providing claims for coffee,
not my office.
Some offices do kan. Tapi depends. For me, like, if you have options, you have the option to choose lah.
Yeah, you did mention about habitual, right? Habit, emotional spending. In the same time, okay. Again, what I choose this topic, 18 ringgit coffee, is actually a metaphor. It's more on like spending something that unnecessary. Is it okay to reward? Like you say, it's okay.
Something
but daily,
I think what you need really is what happens when you spend or splurge on something. To me, it's a control over chaos situation, because you just had chaos and you want to find control. So the only thing you can control is with your spending. So how much you spend, when you spend, those things you can control. So bagi I, it's okay.
It's okay.
As long as it's conscious spending.
Correct.
Jangan unconscious.
Kena control. I think
Kena
control.
conscious.
It's okay to reward yourself once in a while, right?
Of course.
Like,
It's like
okay,
a pat on the back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say you finish an event or you finish a concept note or prospectus partnership kind of thing. It's okay. It's okay to reward yourself.
You have to reward yourself because that's your self-worth, that's your value, that's your way of...
I did read a quotes. Who else want to clap for you if not you, right? So clap for yourself.
Ada masalah juga orang yang sentiasa clap untuk diri sendiri ni. So kita macam...
dah masuk personal
akak bakul cinta kat macam tu lah. Apa petang Melayu kan.
Yes. But I think self-rewarding is necessary. It's a need. It's not a necessary. It's a need because
I think it's healthy.
Yes, because you should know what yourself. Okay. This bring up to the concept of lifestyle spending lah. So again, don't make it habit because we cannot stopping, right? Habit macam kita selalu makan nasi, tiba-tiba nak makan roti is a bit hard. So don't make it habit. So before we move to the second point, which is how to overcome this overspending, can I just share a little bit about the statistic here? When we say that we are spending almost average, we meaning Malaysian, spending 12 ringgit to 20 ringgit for a coffee in daily life. Actually, Japan also and South Korea also like spend almost the same average. Okay, so it's not just Malaysia thing. I think it's current, things like to spend in luxury coffee or I think luxury anything lah. Okay, so that's one thing. So it's not just Malaysia. So okay, another study that conduct in Malaysia indicate that 65% of respondents feel that small daily indulgence is important for their happiness and well-being. So tahu pula diorang nak cari happiness in coffee. Okay. So no need healing. This is part of their healing, is it? And then they call it company mechanism. Okay. Knowing that this thing, everybody need it. We acknowledge it. We Gen X. Alamak. Okay, we Gen X, we acknowledging the importance of indulge yourself once in a while. So when it becomes overspending, what should we do?
okay, how do you know you're overspending? So I was thinking about this question just now, okay? So how do you know you're overspending? So I think how I identify that I'm overspending is when I feel guilty, and from when I spend inside lah, itu antara you dengan you je tahu. When you feel guilty and you feel the need to hide it.
Okay.
So it's dishonesty. So bagi I, when I feel like I need to hide my spending and I feel bad about it, then I think it's
That's one
overspending
of it.
already lah.
That's one of the
That's one
sign.
of it. And
Okay.
also the obvious sign is that you spend more than what you have lah. You spend on
That
credit.
one obvious. That one is
one's obvious lah.
calculative kan. Okay, yang dia
Yang
tak
tu.
calculate.
So kalau you nak rasa macam, okay, this is where you should slow down, because
Okay, that's second.
eventually you want to feel good about spending the money, not feel bad about it, right? So because the stress will make you do more things that will cause more stress.
Okay.
So I'm all about controlling what you can control kind of situation.
So that's two things. You know when it's become overspending.
Yeah, when
When
you're
you earn,
dishonest and you feel guilty.
you feel guilty.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's good. What about emotional avoidance? Meaning coping mechanism. When you use buying coffee or buying whatever is as a coping mechanism for you to
Dia, kalau I want to go scientific about it,
go on. Okay, we can start with this.
I
Yeah.
want to go scientific about coping mechanism. Actually, the stress hormone that is causing you to want to treat yourself is called cortisol. So that hormone, when it's too high, you memang kena regulate benda tu. Kalau tak, you will have irregular heartbeats, you have palpitation, and then you go for coffee. Coffee actually increases your heart rate. It makes it worse actually. So banyak orang tak tahu, but orang rasa macam coffee tu give them energy, give them a boost kan, but actually what you really need is to calm down.
tak ngantuk
Kan,
tak ngantuk kind of thing kan.
Tapi sebenarnya it makes you jittery and anxious.
Correct.
Coffee it's not bad, but people don't realize that why they are probably even more stressed is because of the chemicals inside their body from what caffeine does to your heart. So you have anxiety after that. So I think if you use spending as a coping mechanism, basically you're just bringing down the cortisol level because you suddenly can't breathe, and then suddenly you buy that nice pair of shoes, and then I can breathe again. So what really is happening inside your body?
It's all
is
in the mind actually.
Your nervous system and your hormones.
Anxiety is also. You make yourself anxiety, to be honest. Okay, I don't want to talk about that because we're not going to acknowledge of
I can
we do have anxiety.
I used to spend. I mean, my first paycheck when I worked in London, it's a stressful time, starting a new job, moving from one city into London and everything. And then my first paycheck, I bought a Jimmy Choo handbag. I can't afford it. Like,
I mean,
I was
for long term, you know that Jimmy Choo.
I was a graduate. But because of that trauma of spending so much on my first paycheck, I still have that Jimmy Choo handbag. I tak sampai hati nak buang.
Correct. Long term.
Long term. Long term.
It will be value because Jimmy Choo is already like selling their
35 years ago I bought a Jimmy Choo handbag.
But you know what? I think in a few episodes I did discuss on if you don't make mistake, you don't know. You won't learn.
It comes with age. I think you have to go through that process. Yes. But if you're mature enough, fast enough, you save a lot more money lah.
But we don't want it to start off late. That's the thing that we
save yourself.
We experience it, and I think we are sitting here to tell everybody that, or to tell especially youngsters, Gen Z and Gen Y, especially the millennial, that it's important to start early. We start late, but we are surviving. So that's a little bit about when it becomes overspending, a bit of cannot be controlled. So before we move to our final and discussions, I would love to share another statistic, Mike. Okay, this is about financial wellness versus spending. Okay, according to recent statistic, around 40% of Malaysian reported feeling stressed about finance, yet 53% still prioritizing spending on delight in their daily life. Still, you acknowledge that you are in financial stress, but yet you still spending on luxury. So again, this is come back to our discussion earlier is control lah. Yeah, there's a poor control here.
Habit is internal, tahu it's not something that like orang boleh bagi tahu you jangan spend banyak besok you akan berubah. Tak, it's like puasa, it's like diet. You cannot do it once. You have to do it for like 30 days, 40 days straight, 2 months, 3 months straight, and then it becomes,
do it gradually, I believe. Jangan tiba-tiba you terus pergi gym 4 hours.
Bagi I matikan terus.
Yeah,
because I've done that before. Gradual konon-konon.
Yeah, gradual.
Tapi kalau you nak berhenti, you berhenti je. Macam orang isap rokok. Mana ada gradual daripada 17 batang jadi 10 batang jadi 5 batang. Tak ada. Kalau nak berhenti, berhenti terus.
Saya tahu je. Okay. Okay. Yes, true. If you, that's why I say don't totally stop coffee. Perhaps you can change from the luxury coffee to the one that you say cheaper coffee. Maybe that is because of that things. Okay, we going to our final discussion. How to balance this? Okay, how to balance this? So how to balance it, Mai? I mean,
sebab I ni I hold a good position in the company where I work, but I masih lah cukup makan. Bagi I have just enough. Okay, so how I balance is I plan my treats. So, and I plan, some of my treats don't even cost anything, like going for walks. And that's how I treat myself. I just like,
off handphone is the best treat.
Off handphone. It doesn't cost anything.
It
doesn't cost anything. And then you can also plan.
But sometimes we can afford to do that, right? Off handphone. But that's the thing that we need to.
Actually, a lot of things are free. So a lot of things does not need spending. So, but you can plan your treats. I always plan. I put an annual budget to how I treat myself.
Okay.
So that like I know when I'm overspending. You know, all these banking apps semua dah ada kan. MAE apa semua, how you put money aside, and then this is for what, this is for what, this is for what. So if the budget runs out, it runs out. So you don't do it. So that's how you control overspending and balance it. And then if there is no more balance, there is no more treat. If you are in a family and you have to tell your children, your family, look, this year we're not doing all this anymore because we have finished our budget, so we do next year. You know, so you regulate people's expectations, you regulate their stress, you regulate because you already told them. So now they have to deal with it. They have to take care of themselves and make sure that they don't stress about it.
So that's a good tips,
Orang stress ni benda impulse.
Correct.
Orang benda yang tiba-tiba, oh no, you can't have that. Why? Tu orang tak boleh.
Itulah. That's hard. That's why remember one of the tips how to balance it. You can treat yourself. Treat yourself. Some treats is free. Yeah. Some treats are free.
The sun is free.
Correct. Walking is free. Okay. Again, I think you are my friend. You know that I travel a lot.
Yes.
People thought I'm rich because I travel a lot. Less that they know that I'm a budget traveler. So those people who know me like yourself, you know I'm a budget traveler. But people who see me from my Instagram thinks like, oh, they are not orang kaya. That's not true, right? We plan. We plan a cheap flight. Cheapflight.com. There's always there's always a way of finding cheapflight.com. And then budget hotel.
You can do everything.
Semua yang mana yang RM1 mega bus, is it?
Yeah.
How long is that mega bus?
You can stay in Marriott for like £25, you know.
I know. I remember. My bila nak give birth me, I was like, okay. I remember those days. Those days.
There
cheap
are
flight.
options.
You play badminton on the we time kan?
I still do. Now we start to play pickleball.
Yeah.
These are expensive.
Oh, okay. That's a new thing.
Very expensive. So that's not part of the topic.
I was invited to pickleball, but I was like, okay, what's this? I don't want to start. I'm afraid that I won't stop. Yeah, remember that mega bus? We take the 1 hour bus.
70 cents.
70 cents. And we don't go London Central and this. We can, isn't it? Cheaper day travel, Oyster card and so on. Yeah, those are the day. I mean, that's what I think. People think that I travel a lot. Almost every month, people thought that I kaya. That's not actually how you spend your money. Actually, I don't mind to go to first or second stars hotel, budget hotel to stay, but go around. Okay, one thing. What about this joy spending? Okay, weekly luxury also. I do. We won't say no to weekly luxury. But again, measure yourself, correct?
Measure, put a budget. Put a budget to your monthly or weekly luxury. You know, if you've burst that budget, katalah tiba-tiba tayar pancit tau bulan ni. Bulan ni tak ada spending lah. Sebab
Correct.
tayar dah pancit.
Correct.
Bulan
Tapi
depan pula.
how can we do that, Mai, if we already book? Then suddenly happen.
Yang tu part of your plan lah. Maknanya you dah put aside that budget. Kan, betul tak? Ni kalau katalah minggu depan sepatutnya you have that RM18 punya cup of coffee. Tapi tiba-tiba minggu ni, your kids need new shoes. Kau esok koyak.
Jangan bagi Jimmy shoes pula
Tak ada. Anak semua batat.
Jimmy shoes.
Tapi that's where I say, like, if you've already put aside a budget and the money will come again next time. You can treat yourself next time. But regulate your hormones lah bagi I. Sebab benda ni habit is all hormones. Kalau you tak boleh control tu, maknanya there's some addiction.
That goes to our first thing, habitual, emotional.
Habitual. So anything you can't control is addiction. So
pergilah rehab. But I think apa panggil reaching out also penting. You know that you are in this habit. You need to reach out.
What I usually do kan, katalah I feel so bad about spending too much. Sometimes I just give the money away. I sedekah. Okay, sebab benda tu cleansing. Bagi I like it's a good practice.
I think I would love to come up with that topic as well. You know, like zakat literacy. And then sedekah literacy. Sometimes it's cleanse,
Sometimes it's cleanse. You feel like this is where you feel guilty for spending. You feel guilty for
our tone pun dah baik.
Macam tu. Tapi I tak tahu macam mana nak sampai, nak bagi tahu orang to get to that level where you feel like if you overspend, give
back.
Give more.
Yeah.
So dia akan rasa okay sikit lepas tu.
Correct. I do that actually.
And dia macam neutralizer.
Yeah.
Neutralizer.
I know it comes with the power of sedekah. People are really underestimate it. Yeah. Okay. So before we go to conclude, I know it's so fast. The time goes so fast when we're having fun, correct?
Yeah.
So before that, I would love all the my network. If you have a question, please drop by. Please answer my 2 questions and assist me because I would love to come up further with this topic. What's your version of RM18 or RM18 coffee and how often do you buy it? I just want to know, just to back up the statistic that we gather, Mai. And do you think do you think of it as a self-care or something else? So please do approach me in whichever media you can approach me. I think I'm everywhere in the internet at the moment. So do that. Okay, before we conclude, Mai, 𝐷𝐸𝐶𝐻. Tell me a little bit. What is this?
It is
that's good. Go coffee with any the cheap or expensive coffee is good. Because one of my SO really love one of your 𝐭𝐞 with your
𝐭𝐞
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maknanya kalau orang ada effect yang dia rasa kuku after this, maknanya memang dia ada stress.
You stress.
So this 𝐷𝐸𝐶 is formulated to reduce stress within 15 minutes.
I think
good pairing with coffee because when I said just now coffee makes you anxious. Ashwagandha, there's ashwagandha in this cookie. So the ashwagandha is a balancer for caffeine. So instead of making you anxious, it will calm you down, and you can feel the effect within 10 to 15 minutes. It will be available in Coffee Bean.
Remember, certified quantity surveyor will not go without statistic. So that's why I call you, Mai, because I know we go way back in London, how we try to save our money. I remember having coffee with you in lots of places, Queensway and so on, and we talk about but we have fun actually. It makes us who we are today. That's why I say spending is not actually something useless. Actually, it will help us sometimes. So go to 𝐷𝐸𝐶. I think you just Google 𝐷𝐸𝐶, right?
You can have, if you're releasing this episode next week, it will be available in Coffee Bean. On the 21st of July onwards, and then also be available at Watsons. So that's the easiest place to find it. If you need something to reduce stress, Watsons and Coffee Bean.
Coffee Bean. So don't just buy lipstick. Also buy this. Because to be honest, I won't allow if I don't actually also acknowledge this. I try, of course.
Okay, how do you feel?
I'm okay. I think I'm strong, resilient, but not my SO. She go cuckoo. I think she love it. She I say where to get it. I say I'll let you know when later. So it's good. It's good. Go for coffee because you know what? One thing I acknowledging is important. If you are stressed, do something. You know, especially youngsters.
Yeah.
They keep it by themselves and thought that healing and everything can do. No, reach out. Even coffee or even become ashwagandha, whatever you think that can help.
Like anything, stress is also a habit.
Yeah.
So if you are constantly putting stress into your body, that becomes your body.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
embedded dalam badan you. So,
Yeah.
try to
So all in all, I think Mai had gone through a long list of example that emotional spending isn't always a bad thing. No.
No, not really.
No,
I do
right?
spend. Yeah.
But you need to always come back and check whether you can afford.
Yeah.
And then another one that you say is whether you can afford. Another one is habit, right? We need to identify that it's not habit. You need to get control of your life. Get control of your money.
Yeah, I call it conscious spending lah.
Conscious
It's the
spending.
same
That's
as
the word.
eating. Conscious eating, conscious spending. Jangan hayal masa spend.
Yeah. So basically, you can love your latte and you can love your foods whatsoever. It's actually make it as a real treat and make sure that you overcome lah. Jangan kata this is for stress, but suddenly you are not release your stress anyway. So next week, don't forget our next episode, do man and woman. Today we're talking about coffee. Next week we'll talk about gender. All right, with another my beloved guest host. I won't reveal it. Just watch out. So thank you for joining today's episode on Smart Spending and talk about coffee with me, my Sarah. If you think this is valuable for you, don't forget to forward the link to your beloved one. You can find us in Spotify and YouTube, and you can also watch us live in LinkedIn Live. What else? YouTube Live, Facebook Live, sorry, and Instagram. So when you ask about me whether we do need a coffee, I would say yes, we do need that coffee. If you don't drink coffee, what you mean by it's like luxury spending because you need that coping mechanism, but you know your ability. Uko
di badan sendiri.
Uko baju di badan sendiri. Okay. Thank you so much. Again, you can actually, sorry. The book, this book actually is coming out on the 30th of July. It will be launching in Sasani Kijang, 30th of July.
Yeah.
It's all about the tips for us as employee. Okay, so all the or what are the rights of employee to find this. So you can find this in my website www.laluarasha.com. It will come out 30th July. I would like to thank my production team here for today as usual with the producer Yusri Zahid, assistant producer Nur Fatin Atika, casting crew Fatin Inshira, and my makeup artist Angelina Revin. So again, my Sarah Sani. Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you. It's reminiscing our moment in London, I think in 20 years ago. Yeah, that coffee, that talk, that bowling.
More than coffee. What didn't we do?
Okay, shh. So with that, don't forget to stay calm with become. Don't rush, make a plan and feel the hush. So until next week, that's all for me and my Sarah Sani. Any words before?
Yes, enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
Life is too short.
Life is too short.
Yeah, like us enjoy life, and we have a moment. We have our moment.
We have our moments.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. I see you next week. Assalamualaikum. Watch on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you.